everybody. My name is Tina Toal, and I thank you for joining me today. We are going to be talking about the evolving role of the unit clerk in modern healthcare. I will just do a little intro about myself. So I currently work at BC Cancer, and I have the role of a secretary, medical secretary. But that's not how I started. I actually started as a unit clerk. I have over 28 years of healthcare experience, and I've worked in many unit clerk roles throughout various hospitals and healthcare settings over the years. I have also experience in supervisory and administrative healthcare roles. In addition to working in healthcare, I currently teach both the unit clerk and the medical office assistant programs for various schools and colleges. Today, I'd like to talk about the role of the unit clerk in modern healthcare and why unit clerks continue to be such an important part of healthcare teams. Over the years, the role has changed significantly, and with the advances in technology, electronic health records, and the increasing pace of healthcare environments, however, communication, organization, professionalism, and teamwork remains the center of this role. I have many students asking me with the technology changing and the rumors of unit clerks not being needed. This is not true. The unit clerk role is evolving, it's changing, but it's still very much needed. So when we talk about the unit clerk, many of us think of communication. Number one, unit clerks play a major role in supporting communication and coordination with healthcare teams. Unit clerks help manage patient flow, support nurses and physicians, coordinate appointments and admissions, process information, answer calls, and ensure communication moves efficiently between departments. So we're talking to everyone in healthcare. Everybody, we're the hub of the unit. So our communication is with everybody. In busy healthcare environments, priorities can change very quickly, and unit clerks help keep the unit organized and function smoothly. The unit clerk is often the communication center of the healthcare team. And like I said, they are definitely the hub of the unit. So an example would be during a busy morning shift, a unit clerk may be answering calls from different departments, helping coordinate patient appointments, process physician orders, and communicating urgent updates to the nursing staff, all while ensuring information is accurate and organized. So as the unit clerk, we're doing lots of different duties, answering the phone, different departments within the hospital, like medical imaging or the lab, and we're notifying nursing staff of new patient information or appointment changes. We're arranging transport for the patient, and we're updating the patient chart and the documentation, and also on the computer on the electronic medical record. And we're communicating, like I said, with multiple departments to ensure patient care moves smoothly. That is our job. Strong communication and organizational skills help keep the unit running efficiently and support the patient care. So healthcare has changed significantly over the years with the transition to electronic health records and digital healthcare systems. When I started in 1998, there was the rumor then that we wouldn't be needed. And that is almost 30 years ago. So the rumors of technology taking over our position is not true, like I said. So organizations such as Fraser Health and Provincial Health Service Authority use systems like Cerner and Meditech, which have changed how unit clerks process information and support healthcare teams. One major change has been physician order entry systems. In the past, unit clerks manually processed many physician orders on paper, but now healthcare providers can enter those orders electronically themselves. So that would be the major shift that we've had. We don't actually process the order from a paper chart anymore. But when you're in school, we will talk about that foundation. because you still need that foundation because computers fail, right? Power goes out. So we still have to learn the foundational processing physician orders like we used to. But now physicians and all nurses, allied health members, they can go into the system and they can put orders in on a patient's file. And then it gets transported to a list, that a request list that we as a unit clerk would work from. So it's a little bit different. We're still processing orders, but it's a little bit different in how we're managing it versus paper and computer. The shift has this has shifted the unit clerk role toward monitoring, coordinating, communicating, troubleshooting, and ensuring information flows accurately through the system. Today's unit clerks need strong technical skills, adaptability, attention to detail, and the ability to learn new systems quickly. And just to note on that, you would be trained. So, anytime we get hired to a new job or to a new hospital, new unit, we are trained. So you will learn the EMR system, whether it's Meditech or Cerner. Even though technology has changed many processes, unit clerks remain essential because communication, organization, and accuracy are still critical to patient care. So example here, I have a physician may now enter orders electronically into the system rather than writing them by hand. The unit clerk may then need to monitor the system, confirm appointments or tests are arranged correctly, communicate with departments, and ensure information is updated accurately within the patient's electronic chart. So we are monitoring the electronic order system throughout our shift. We're ensuring lab tests or diagnostic imaging requests are booked correctly, and we're following up on missing or incomplete information while we're communicating with healthcare providers regarding scheduling or order concerns, and we're maintaining accurate patient records within electronic health record systems. So technology has improved efficiently for the unit clerk, still plays a very important role in coordination within the team. One of the most important skills for the unit clerk is the ability to multitask and prioritize responsibilities in a fast-paced healthcare environment. Unit clerks may be answering the phone, processing orders, helping coordinate appointments, responding to staff requests, and managing urgent situations, all within a short period of time. Strong organization and communication skills are extremely important. Healthcare environments can also be emotional and stressful at times, so professionalism, compassion, and remaining calm under pressure are valuable qualities for a unit clerk. And this takes practice, it takes time, experience definitely, but there's always the managing our own behaviors. How we show up every day is very important. So having that self-awareness is key for us, and doing our best each day. We're human, right? We are humans. We have to keep that in mind. But being able to be professional and show up and do a great job and learn that there are going to be stressful times, and how do we manage those times? So in the program, we talk about that in our courses, and I give tips when I'm teaching. I give tips on how to manage that, because it's very much in healthcare a real thing to manage. So example scenario here, imagine receiving a phone call from a patient family member while a nurse is requesting assistance. A physician is waiting for information, and new patient orders are arriving electronically at the same time. So what would we do? We would prioritize urgent requests first. So if there's a stat, which means now, or if it's a physician, depending on all these scenarios, we would prioritize them. Urgent first. We would communicate updates clearly to nursing staff. We would place important calls on hold professionally when necessary. Continue monitoring incoming electronic orders. Maintain accurate documentation while managing interruptions. Stay calm and organized while supporting the healthcare team. A strong unit clerk learns how to prioritize tasks, remain calm, and communicate clearly while managing multiple responsibilities at once. So my main tip is to breathe and always have a pen and paper in hand. Don't think that you're going to remember. Always be writing everything down. We're going away from manual, meaning like the manual charts and processing orders, but everything is like computer, but we're still needing to write things down because we're human and we're not going to remember. And when we're stressed and we have a lot going on, that's when things get missed. So always write things down. Don't think that you're going to remember. When we think of skills that make a great unit clerk, some of the most important qualities for a successful unit clerk is professionalism, communication skills, reliability, attention to detail, adaptability, teamwork, and willingness to learn. Technical skills can be taught, but professionalism, communication, and attitude are often what helps someone truly succeed in healthcare. And the confidence will develop over time through experience and practice. So don't think that this is going to be something that's natural to you. You're going to be learning a lot when you first get on a unit, and these things come in time. So give yourself that grace when you're new on the job. Another scenario here I have is when a new unit clerk may feel overwhelmed during their first weeks in hospital environment. However, by asking questions, staying organized, listening carefully, and being open to learning, confidence gradually develops with experience. As the unit clerk, you may learn how to navigate electronic charting systems, practice medical terminology and healthcare communication, observe experienced coworkers and ask questions, build confidence handling calls, orders, and scheduling tasks, develop time management and prioritization skills over time. Healthcare is a team environment, and learning from coworkers and mentors is an important part of professional growth. So just to add to that, asking questions, yes, but being aware of when to ask those questions is important. So interrupting somebody when they're, when they're handling many tasks may not be the right time. So this may be when you are writing things down and be like, oh, I wanted to ask the nurse this or clarify this, and just, keeping yourself organized in that regard. Just to end here for the program overview. So here at Ashton College, the Unit Clerk program helps prepare students for real healthcare environments through practical and industry-focused training. The program offers flexible online learning with a live instructor support and recorded sessions to help students balance school with other responsibilities. So I am an instructor for Ashton's Unit Clerk program, and we have live sessions and we record them. And so there is a flexibility in the program. So if you're busy working, like most of us are, you can do this program and still manage all those priorities that you have in life. Students learn medical terminology, healthcare communication, electronic documentation, scheduling, patient coordination, and administrative skills that are useful in hospitals and clinics every day. Graduates may work in hospitals, specialty clinics, cancer centers, long-term care, outpatient services. For students entering healthcare, my advice would be ask questions when appropriate, staying organized, keeping notes, practice communication skills, be open to learning, and don't expect perfection immediately. I think that's key. Healthcare can be challenging, but it is also meaningful work where you become part of a team supporting patients and families every day. It's a very meaningful job. And I think to add to the skills I missed is compassion, kindness. And those are skills and they're important because even if you may not know the answer to something or know how to do something, if you're kind and you're compassionate and you have a willingness, then you're halfway there. In closing, I would like to thank you again for joining me today. I hope this session gave you a better understanding of the evolving role of the unit clerk and the importance of the unit clerk and how they are a part of the healthcare team. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today and wish you all the best in your future healthcare career. Thank you.